ahead and just get started. If you guys need me to demo anything, just let me know and I will hop up and show you. But I think you guys all know what you're doing. So we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose today. So before you head to child's pose, just make sure you've got your playlist going. Click the first one and make sure it's playing in order. That way you don't get a crazy song halfway through. And then once you've got your music going, just go ahead and find your way to child's pose and close the eyes. And just taking a moment to settle in here, eyes closed, just feel the mat underneath you. And take a nice big inhale through your nose, fill all the way up. An open mouth exhale. Beautiful, nice, rich, expansive breath in. Open mouth, sigh it out. One more just like that, biggest breath you've taken all day. And loudest open mouth exhale. When you're ready, take your time, just close off the eyes, seal off the lips, and begin to cultivate the Ujjayi breath. The breath of yoga and the breath of fire. Guiding your inhales and your exhales through just your nose, start to awaken the muscles in the back of the throat. Finding that oceanic-like sound and texture to your breath. So as you settle onto your mat and settle into your breath, perhaps you set an intention for your practice. So anything that you would like to draw in or let go of, know that you can draw that as inspiration for your practice and for your intention. And one of my favorite quotes lately is by Katie Maxwell. And she says, "You must allow yourself to outgrow and depart from certain eras of your life with a gentle sort of ruthlessness." And so as you continue to ground and continue to breathe, just notice how that quote resonates with you. You must allow yourself to outgrow and depart from certain eras of your life with a gentle sort of ruthlessness. Knowing that change is inevitable and change is good. The irony is that change is our only constant. So knowing that you are allowed to outgrow certain eras of your life, taking what you need from them, and then moving forward. And not only knowing you're allowed to do so, but finding a way that works for you. And slowly on your next inhale, come up to a neutral tabletop. Slide your knees under your hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Fan your fingers out nice and wide. And if there's any tension in your knees, go ahead and tuck your toes. Inhale, cow pose, dip the belly down towards the mat, shine the heart forward. Exhale, cat pose, shove the mat away, back of the heart expands towards the ceiling. Inhale, cow pose, belly drops, heart opens. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, tailbone towards the floor. Nice curl and round through the spine. Now close the eyes. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And keeping the eyes closed, just continue to move like that on your own, breath to movement. Perhaps moving in circles to the right and the left. Perhaps if you need a little more time in child's pose, you can go there as well. And just connecting that rhythm, connecting your breath to your physical movements. And gently on your next inhale, slowly float back to that neutral tabletop. Knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Fingers fan out nice and wide, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips high to the sky. And pedal out the feet. Shake out the head, shake out the legs. Just start to settle into your home base. And as you settle in, let the energy of your heels melt down towards the mat. Hearts open towards the tops of your thighs, and start to rotate the eyes of your elbows forward towards the front of your mat. Deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And seal off the lips, inhale. And out the nose, ujjayi, exhale. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet hips width distance to the top of your mat. With your heels right under your hips, place a heavy bend in your knees. Grab for opposite elbows and find a soft sway side to side. You can shake your head yes and no. Envision shaking out any thoughts that no longer serve you. When you're ready, gently release your palms down towards the mat and toe heel your feet together to touch. Leave a little bit of space between just the heels. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, palms to shins, tabletop to spine. Guiding your weight towards your toes like you're looking over a cliff. Then wrap the inner thighs and the shoulders to the back of your space. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, hinge at your hips, let your head go. Nice and solid through the feet. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Arms reach up overhead. As you stand up tall, just feel the mat beneath your feet and start to ground into your mat, not just through your feet, but through your hips and your shoulders as well. Full breath in. Exhale, Samastitihi. Standing at attention, guide your palms to your heart space and close the eyes. Taking a moment to really settle in here with your intention. You must allow yourself to outgrow and depart from certain eras of your life with a gentle sort of ruthlessness. And so as we flow today, we challenge you to be grounded at the core of who you are. And just like we can take lessons from each practice, we can take lessons from each era of our life. So as you move through the practice, let each flow come and go as they do, staying true to your breath and anchored at your core. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And softly let the palms fall by your sides. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Arms sweep up overhead, big stretch. Shoulders relax. Exhale, baby back bend, Anuvatasana, cactus the arms, or slide your palms to your low back for a little more support. Inhale, mountain pose, arms stretch up towards the ceiling. Tiny bend in the knees, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank pose, and pause. Checking in here, making sure your tailbone is reaching down towards your heels. Belly button pulled up into the spine, and then shove the mat away with your palms. So the back of your heart reaches up towards the ceiling like cat pose. Inhale, shift the shoulders over the wrists. Option to come to your knees. Exhale, chaturanga, lower a quarter, halfway down, elbows hug in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Heart opens up towards the front of your space, shoulders pull back. Then using your core strength, exhale, downward facing dog. Remembering you can always skip your chaturangas or take them on your knees. And you can change your mind every time. And we'll flow breath to movement. When you're ready, inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float top the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, baby back bend, open up the heart. Inhale, mountain pose, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, option for knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, breath to movement. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, move through your chaturanga. Gently guiding your way to downward facing dog when you're ready. And taking 3 cleansing breaths here on your own, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Sometimes things come up right away as soon as we start moving the body, moving through the breath, and allowing the breath to move through the body. So if anything's starting to build up already, just let those things go. Big open mouth exhales. And settling back into the Ujjayi breath, seal off the lips. Inhale, reach the right leg high, 3-legged dog. And as you exhale, bend your knee and open up your hip. So you're fanning your hips out to the right side. So roll out your ankle, your hip joint, whatever feels good. Just invite some movement here on the right side. When you're ready, inhale, re-extend through your heels, square off the hips. And flex the toes like you're kicking through the wall behind you. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger pose, glide forward, hollow out the belly. Inhale, 3-legged dog, kick back, nice and strong. Exhale, cross your right knee to your left tricep. Inhale, 3-legged dog, extend. Exhale, right knee to your right tricep. Inhale, 3-legged dog, kick the right leg back. And then nice and gentle, exhale, step your right foot through low lunge. Nice. Now from here, keep the back knee up. Scissor hug the inner thighs together and inhale, crescent lunge, arms reach up overhead. So you're in a full lunge, back knee is off the floor. Hands are extended up towards the ceiling, and then soften the shoulders down and away from the ears. Close the eyes. And all you've got to do right now is breathe. Full breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Open up, seal that back heel flat, and settle in. Ensure that your right heel is pointed to the arch of your left foot, like there's a straight line down your mat. And keep those shoulders over your hips so you're not anticipating the next pose. And as you gaze over your right palm, just close the eyes. Take a moment to just be here in the posture, here in your breath. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. So we'll start working into those hip flexors as requested. So slide your right forearm on top of your right thigh, or extend your right palm down to a block towards the floor. Left arm reaches up towards the sky, or framing your left ear, reaching it forward. And wherever you decide with the arms, carve your right hip underneath your left so you really feel that stretch in the hip flexors. Always an option to take a half or full bind if that's in your practice and you feel comfortable and warmed up enough. Nice, you guys. When you're ready, inhale, reverse warrior, right palm travels up and back. We'll straighten out that right leg shortly, don't worry. Reaching up out of those hips. Focus on stretching both sides. So you don't want to dump all of your weight into the left. Make sure you're stretching up out of the hips first and then lengthening through both sides, not just the right. Big breath in here. Exhale, cartwheel your palms to the mat, low lunge, and pause. This time, dropping your left knee down to the floor, and then grab your blocks if you need them. Inhale, half splits. Sit the hips back, flex the toes towards your face. Lengthening out through the right leg as much as comfortable. You can always place a tiny bend in that right knee. And using your blocks to bring the ground closer, or your books, whatever you've got. You can stay here if you want to stretch out your IT band. Start to crawl both hands to the outside of your right leg and then twist your right pinky toe towards the floor. Careful not to twist your hips too far to the right so your hips are still forward. Got both hands to the outside of the right leg, and then for a little bit of extra stretch in the IT band, roll that right pinky toe down towards the floor. Breathe. Now from here, take a breath in, inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, place both hands now to the inside of the right foot. Bend into that right knee, runner's lunge. Toe heel your right foot up and out. Get nice and comfortable here. Sometimes it feels really good to spread your legs out a little bit more than you normally would. So really getting that right foot a couple inches ahead of your knee and letting gravity pull the hips down and forward towards the top of your mat. You can stay up on your palms, crawl your forearms down to whatever props you've got or to the floor. Let the head hang heavy. Close the eyes. This gets nice and deep into your hip flexors and your psoas. So on this side, it's focused more on the left psoas. Soften the head, soften the neck. Relax. Close the eyes. And then remember why you stepped onto your mat tonight. When you're ready, inhale, come back up to your palms. Tuck your back toes, lift your back leg. Nice. Now on your next inhale, send the right leg back, high plank pose. Maybe you hover the right leg. Exhale, chaturanga, lower a quarter, halfway. Drop the right foot if it's lifted. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open up the heart, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth, let it go. Work into the other side. Inhale, reach the left leg high, three-legged dog. Left leg's lifted. Exhale, first time here. So bend the knee, open the hip. Roll out the ankle, the hip joint. Just make sure your weight's even between both hands and your right leg. And inhale, re-extend through your heel, square off the hips, flexing the toes. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger pose, glide forward, hollow out the belly. Inhale, three-legged dog, extend the left leg back. Exhale, cross it over, left knee to your right arm. Try and get it above the elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog, kick back. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step all the way through low lunge. And take your time, set yourself up for success. So before you move, come up onto your fingertips. Scissor hug the inner thighs together so your hip pointers are forward and your legs are locked. Then from there, nice and easy, inhale, arms come up. Crescent lunge. So notice how much smoother the transition is when you set up your foundation of the pose first. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. Enjoy the strength in your legs. Breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Open up. Left heel points to the arch of the right foot. Relax into it. We're holding some of these more strength-inducing postures a little bit longer than normal just because we don't have any added external heat. So building that heat from the inside is going to help loosen up your muscles somewhat like they would in a heated class. So as you drop into warrior two on the left side, hug the heels and inner thighs together energetically. Rotate the left knee out towards the pinky toe. And then pull the shoulder blades into your spine so you're nice and locked from the center of your gravity. Deep breath in. Smooth breath out. Keep that breath nice and smooth and slow. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Locate that same arm variation you took on the other side. Lifting up the chest like there was a wall behind you. And then from there, engage the core. So your tailbone is reaching towards your back heel. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left palm travels up and back, high-fiving the back wall. Nice and easy on the breath. Let your breath move to every cell of the body. Take your time to actually take a full inhale and an even bigger exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel your palms to the mat, low lunge. Pause, square off those hips, and then release your right knee to the floor. Grab your blocks if needed. Inhale, half split, sit the hips back. Flex the toes towards the face. And imagine being here in a halfway lift. So instead of just trying to curve your forehead to your shin, think of reaching your heart towards your ankle. Couple more breaths here, and then we'll stretch into that IT band. When you're ready, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, crawl both hands over to the left side of your leg. Then the outside of the left leg. And then if you need that little extra, rotate your left pinky toe towards the floor. Make sure your toes are still flexed and make sure that your hips haven't swung too far over to the right. Breathe. Focus that breath up the back and the outside of your left leg. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, slide both hands to the inside of your left leg. Bend into that left knee until heel your way into runner's lunge. Sliding that ankle underneath, if not in front of your knee. Right knee still on the floor. And let gravity pull your hips down and forward. Head hangs heavy. And just breathe. This side might feel different than the other, so just make the adjustments you need. And just relax, let your head hang heavy. Allow yourself to let go of any tension you're carrying. And inhale, slowly come back up to the palms. Tuck your back toes, lift your back leg. And inhale, send the left leg back. High plank pose, maybe you hover that left leg. Exhale, chaturanga, lower a quarter or halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, open up the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. We'll flow just once on each side, breath to movement. Inhale, right leg reaches high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, cross it to your left arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to your right arm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, low lunge, nice and soft. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, let it feel good. Exhale, palms to the mat. Now we're going to change things up a little bit. With your hands framing your front foot, inhale, standing splits. Lift the left leg up off the floor. So instead of coming to the floor, that left leg is lifted. Flex the toes. A little bit stronger of a stretch in your right hamstring. Now listen very carefully. From here, take a breath in. Then as you exhale, slide your left leg right behind the right leg so the knife edges of your feet are touching. So your legs are totally crossed. Legs are nice and tight together. So you should feel a really strong stretch in your IT band. And then if you need a little more sensation, crawl your hands over to the right side. Nice. Inhale, bring the hands back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the left leg back up into standing splits. Right foot still on the floor. Then exhale, step back, low lunge. Inhale, high plank pose, step back. Exhale, option for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, extend the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw your knee to your right arm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to your left arm. Inhale, extend, kick back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge and pause. Coming into standing splits. When you're ready, inhale, lift the right leg up off the floor. All your weight's in the left. Hands crawl as close to your left foot as you can. And remember, you can use your blocks, pillows, whatever you need to bring the ground closer. If you don't have anything, just place a bend in your left knee. No problem at all. From here, take a big breath in. Then as you exhale, slide that right leg completely behind the left. Outside edges of your feet are touching. Your legs are crossed. Legs are squeezing together. So like you're in eagle pose, but your legs are totally straight. Finding that forward fold sensation here, and then option to crawl your hands over to the left side if you need a little more. Inhale, bring the hands back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the right leg back up, standing splits. Exhale, low lunge, big step back. Inhale, high plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And gently come down to your knees. Grab some water, towel off. We'll just start to slow things down. And so once you're done grabbing water, we'll start to focus more on the low back now. So go ahead and guide your feet and knees together. So like you're in child's pose, but your thighs are together as well. Coming into fetus pose. So knees, thighs, feet together to touch, and you're sitting on your heels. Take a breath in. Then as you exhale, place your palms by your knees and gently lower your forehead to the ground. Then from there, you're going to grab your heels. Find that stretch in the low back. If you are completely confused, just go ahead and find your way to child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide, hands reaching forward. And focus on stretching your breath into each space of each vertebrae. Wherever you are, on an inhale, slowly come up to a tall seat. Roll the shoulders back, hands to your heart space. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment to appreciate where you're at in the safety of your home, on your mat, breathing and moving without having to think about it. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Gently slide your palms forward to a neutral tabletop. Tuck the toes, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, send the hips high. Pedal out the feet. Inhale, reach the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Draw your right knee behind your right wrist. Left leg is long behind you, creating that check mark position with the legs. Crawl your hands back to your hips. Make sure your weight's even on both sides. Breathe in. And exhale, slowly surrender to the floor. If anyone is confused on how to get here, just send me a little chat and I'm more than happy to help guide you there. I think everybody knows what they're doing.
When you're ready, on an inhale, come back up to your palms. Extend your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Roll out your hip, bend, straighten your knee, roll out your ankle. And find your way to downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon pose, left knee behind the left wrist. Right leg extends long behind you. Take your time here. Crawl your hands back to your hips. Make sure your weight's even on both sides. On your exhale, gently surrender down, sleeping pigeon. When you're ready, on your next inhale, gently come back up to your palms. Extend your left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Roll out your hip, bend, straighten your knee, roll out your ankle. And find your way to your final downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And gently coming down to your knees. Extend your legs forward. Plant your feet flat on your mat. Reach the arms forward. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, gently finding your way to your back for the rest of the practice. Once you find your way there, guide your knees into your chest, rock side to side. Just give your spine a nice massage. Holds you up every moment of the day, so give it some love. When you're ready, interlace your hands around your right shin. Extend your left leg long onto the floor. Inhale, wrap your right knee around your rib cage. Exhale, supine twist. Let your right knee fall to the left side of your mat, stacking the right hip on top. Gaze up or past your right shoulder. Eyes closed, just let gravity do the work here as you spread your arms out nice and wide. Inhale, guide the knees back into the chest. Switching sides, our last active posture. Interlace your hands around your left shin. Right leg falls to the floor. Flex the toes. Inhale, wrap the left knee around the rib cage. Exhale, supine twist. Left knee falls to the right side. Gaze up or past your shoulder. Eyes closed. And breathe. And inhale, guide your knees in towards your chest one final time. This time, pull your forehead up to your knees. Take the biggest inhale you've taken all day. Give yourself the biggest hug. And open mouth, exhale, Shavasana. Splay out onto your mat. Allow your feet to flare open. Palms face up. And gently surrender into your well-deserved meditation. You must allow yourself to outgrow and depart from certain eras of your life with a gentle sort of ruthlessness. Allowing yourself to have the grit to let go of things that no longer serve you. Allowing yourself the space to heal and to grow from each era of your life that you move through. We're all going through a very similar era at the moment, a rather more difficult one. So allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. And allow yourself to outgrow and depart from the feelings that don't serve you.
And allow yourself to just be. And I'll leave you here in your Shavasana as long as you need. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. And thank you guys for allowing me to hold your space virtually this last hour. I hope it was what you needed. And from my heart to yours, namaste.